Dear Pixie, you asked us, in your last transmission, you mentioned that it contained a flash signal of mind. Can you please explain what this is? When we say flash signal, we refer to a key code that is flashed before the mind or within the mind and is kept there as a code, as opposed to an immediate processing. This will be interpreted differently by each individual. It is as a unique flame letter. It does not provide a literal flash of light as artistry or editing technology within the physical presented creation itself, but delivers a flash of light within the mind as in the seeing of the light. These flash signals will begin to come into humanity's collective consciousness now as you move towards your singularity, which is indeed literally flashes of light, as in seeing the light, both physically and in mind. We speak here of photonic light, but also of solar light from emanations in higher dimensions from the sequence of central suns, but also physical solar light from your being that we call soul. You may know this photonic light show sequence as the event or the rapture, as it has been so named by your peoples. You asked us, can you tell me exactly which part of your last transmission, Twin Flame Portals in 2022, Full Self-Realization, contained the flash signal of mind? This is contained within the whole transmission and within each piece of it as a holographic fractal. This is that which you know as the avatar consciousness, monadic self, or the monad. The monad presents as one infinity, yet it is a structure of thought, the holistic presentation of a sequence of thoughts or ideas within the individual seeking to attain mastery and within the adept. The monad, when delivered to the one who is aware of photonic light encodements and is able to process that monadic light, can thus open herself or himself as a conduit to that monad and deliver that photonic light flash to others who view, listen to, or receive the transmission in whatever form or text. You asked us, has this monad flash signal been presented in your transmissions before? In the transmissions that have been presented as the book, yes. Only in one other technology presentation, as our conduit does call video, has this been presented. This is that entitled Opening the Human Stargate, transmitted in linear time in your year of 2009. You asked us, yet key codes, codices, and triggers are presented in all the transmissions. This is correct. You asked us, so how are key codes, codices, and triggers different from a monad flash signal? Key code is a DNA memory code unlocking a specific portion of light. Codices are larger key codes presented as mini fractals or infinities within the overall transmission, and triggers are that which jog instant recognition of similar event or form within hyperspace dreamtime or physical reality. Monad flash signal is the entire transmission and every section of it presented in unique individuality within each receptive individual who receives its broadcast. You asked us, what was so special or different about opening the human Stargate as opposed to any other transmission? It is not that this transmission was special per se, it was different. It is different only in the respect that it is monadic and contains the flash signal as fractal photonic light. You asked us, did Magenta know this when she transcribed the transmission? Our conduit, she felt the difference in frequency broadcast at the time, but simply felt that the information was coming from a higher aspect within the construct of the white-winged collective consciousness of 9, us. She was not aware at this time of monadic contact or flash signal. You asked us, this transmission you speak of that came through in 2009, opening the human Stargate, is it topical for now, this year in 2022? It is topical for all years and all times. You asked us, the transmission speaks of the law of one. Is this related to the channeled books of the same name? In the sense of monadic communication, yes. There are many channelings coming in from masculine indigo frequency or feminine crystalline frequency. Yet one needs the Hieros Gamos twin flame unification and balance in order to connect with the monad and bring forward photonic light signal flashes within the material that can be received by others. You asked us, how can one tell the difference in these types of channelings? The masculine indigo frequency will speak of uprising, revolution, empowerment, freedom, strength, protection. The frequency, when balanced within the indigo, will hold this sense of unity and freedom. The information will be delivered in an almost technological or scientific presentation. The crystalline frequency will speak of love, compassion, healing, nurturing, nature, expansion, beauty, clarity, and creativity. The information will be delivered in an almost poetic way or in the form of a story. These two aspects hold valuable and crucial frequencies in and of themselves as stand-alone energetics. Yet when they come together, they bond or merge with the twin flame geometry. This, upon your planet, has for many eons of your linear time been a coming together of two individuals. One holding a male force or polarity, and the other holding the female force or polarity. This does not always equate to gender, but it does equate to balance. Now your human collective comes together as the twin flame activated individual within self, and this is presented within the channeled material or transmissions of the individuals who have moved into that divine marriage within. Two individuals, both balanced and activated within the Hieros Gamos patternings, present the true twin flame, both individually and as a couple. These are the individuals and the relationships that will sustain through the coming times as your planetary system and entire dimension of space-time and time-space moves into a pole-shifting upgrade into a higher octave of reality. You asked us, is there anything we can do to cultivate this balance in our own lives? The indigo warrior fire energy is to be balanced with the loving, compassionate, receptive, healing energy. When these merge and the marriage takes place, then the twin flame is anchored within and the monadic connection can be aligned with. However, throughout your known history upon your planet, this Hieros Gamos intertwining has taken multiple lifetimes. Many of the starseeds now in your current now point are at the culmination of a multiple incarnation mission, and these individuals have found themselves at the precipice of the golden gateway, if you will. The 2022 twin flame portal year, where multiple opportunities to activate, cultivate, and process the Hieros Gamos merge will be presented. The balance you speak of is multi-layered, and it is not to be rushed. Surrendering to the process, allowing and going with the flow and movement of the cosmic light body and mind is the way to achieve this. Yet this can be catalyzed. Meditation, spiritual disciplined practice, working with ascended masters or color gemstone rays, and connecting with the like-minded other are just some of the ways in which this balance can be achieved. This is alchemical unification, and your year of 2022 is the year that this takes place. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. What is karma? Are there ways we can balance this and become karma-free? Is there a particular nutritional plan we should follow for ascension? Do we increase our karmic balance by eating certain foods? How can we utilize sex magic to work with karma and move through ascension? There are many lessons we can learn from the peoples of ancient Lemuria, a civilization that existed before our known history on planet Earth. As we move through an ascension process collectively, we move back into a new Lemuria, and we take with us all the knowledge we have accumulated since those times. In this transmission from the white-winged collective consciousness of 9, key codes are presented for cellular memory recall, linking the reader beyond Atlantis and into the harmonious frequencies of the first physical civilization on the Earth, Lemuria. The 9 respond to questions using the Lemurian way as a template. Key-coded responses trigger activations within the reader as they receive the wisdom codes, standing as rainbow warriors of Gaia, moving into abundance, alchemy, and Stargate ascension. This transmission is dear to my heart, and I'm so very pleased to announce my new book, Lessons from a Living Lemuria,